Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, November 18th, 2014. This is Talk to Me Tuesday, number 162. Sorry, no video last week. It was not a good time at all for me. The week before, I spent battling with insomnia, and it was just, I was living on 3.5 to 4 hours worth of sleep a day. I was struggling to get through work and to do anything else that had to be done, so I had no crafting energy whatsoever. Sunday morning was a very, very sad beginning for the week for myself and my family. We lost our fur baby Brindle. It was a very sudden and unexpected passing, and so a very sad beginning to the week. Monday, of course, began my vacation, and I didn't really feel up to doing much of anything Monday. I did do some work on my corner to corner Afghan, but that was about it. Other than that, I was just so totally exhausted, not feeling it. And then come Tuesday, I said, you know what, I didn't even think about it. I don't even have batteries to record my video. So, yeah. But I can say I did accomplish a couple things I wanted to last week. One was to do some cleaning and reorganizing in my kitchen, and the other was to do some reorganizing in my craft room. I've changed some things around. The bulk of the work is done. Now it's just really a matter of reorganizing stuff. So once I get that done, I will probably do another video room. Yeah, another video room tour for you. Here we go, folks. Another craft room tour for you. Pardon me if I make mistakes. I'm nothing but human. Anyway, excuse me. What do I have to share with you? Very little craft-wise, but I'll share it with you anyway. First off is the corner to corner Afghan. And here's progress so far. I know you probably can't see it all, but I really can't stand up to show you either. So I stopped several rows ago doing the width, and I did a couple more rows of length on it. In fact, 2 rows ago I just stopped adding length to it. So there's that. I will not be using the white for this at all. I'm finding that just with what I have from what I purchased from Hirschner's, I will have more than enough. I will finish off the skein of the light blue I'm working on. I'll go back to this blue. I'll use the 2 skeins of that, and then I'll finish off with the dark blue. And then the ice multi, which is just the 3 different colors twisted together, will be the border. So not really going to be doing a whole lot with that over the next couple mornings. Like I said, I want to get things reorganized out here. So if you don't see really any progress on that next week, that's why. The only other thing I got started on was Christmas socks. This is the start of the first pair. This will be my daughter's. She wanted the Christmas colors for her socks. I just finished up the heel and bringing things back together last night. So hopefully this will be a, for the most part, completed sock by tomorrow. What I'm going to do to ensure that I have enough, because I did make changes to her sock that I didn't plan on for the other socks for the women. I am going to, once the toe is finished, I'm not going to do the final bind off. I'm just going to put the stitches on needles to hold them, work the second sock, and if I have enough, then I'll just go ahead and finish them off, and that'll be a done deal. Otherwise, I will just do a different color for the toe. So, probably pick up either a white or a red or a green to finish off the toes on them, and that'll be that. But there's that. So, my pair of socks has been put on hold because I really need to get those done. And that's it, craft-wise. So, not, like I said, not a whole lot. Can't sew. Wasn't really in the mood. Spent some time working in the house, so that was more important, I guess. I do have one project I want to get completed before the 1st of December, and that is the Advent calendar that my daughter and I had been working on. I will now have room in my craft room that I will be able to lay out the backing, lay out the batting, and put the top on, pin it down. It's going to be just basic stitch in the ditch, sewing, do the binding, and then all we have to do is attach the little things for the ornaments that will be the countdown to go on, and it'll be done. So I only have one other thing to share with you, and some people will possibly think it's a little sudden, but it's a necessary sudden. I will be doing a small video clip eventually. My family, myself especially, and my daughter, we feed fur babies. Not just the fur babies we had in the house, but we feed several fur babies outside. In my neighborhood, people who move tend to leave their cats behind. And any little kitty that comes around looking for a meal is provided with a meal. Even if they're just passing through on a one-time only basis, there's food for them. We have an abandoned house next door that I make sure every day to set a dish of food and a fresh dish of water at. Not to mention a plate with oats and bread and nuts and seeds on it for the squirrels and the birds to eat as well. So, because we don't really have acorn trees around our house for the squirrels to be able to gather nuts. So we do provide them with nuts so they don't break in our house again, but that's okay. Anyway, every morning and every evening it's a routine for us. We get plates together and we take them out and we feed the fur babies out there. We currently have 6 that we feed on a regular basis, although one right now is missing in action, but he's a little traveler, and at times we will go a couple weeks where we won't see him, and then all of a sudden he pops back up again. So that's his habit, and that's fine with us. So we make sure to provide food and fresh water for him every day. And this past Saturday, I was out in the kitchen getting ready to prepare the food for him, and I look next door, and here is this oh so tiny, you could see this poor little one's bones sticking out in her skin, and it is a her, by the way, from over here. And I'm tapping on the window because I had not yet gotten the food and water over there yet to keep her attention. Well, she ended up taking off before I was able to get anything to her. And I just kept hoping and hoping, she'll realize it's a food source, she'll come back to it. And she did. So, without further ado, I am going to pause this for a second and I am going to go get her so we can introduce you. So I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, I would like to introduce you to Miss Namaria. And Namaria is a character from the Game of Thrones books. I'm not familiar with the books myself, but my daughter and son are. And she's a very tired little kitty. She was just oversleeping in my chair, and I asked her if I could borrow her to introduce her to everybody. But she's tired. She says it's nap time. So anyway, this is Namaria. She is a very, very pretty kitty. Say hi, Miss Namaria. When she first came into the house, she was very cold, very hungry, very scared little kitty, I'm sure. She has since then started to perk right up. She sleeps, for the most part, on the heater in the kitchen, which we have padded so she cannot get burned. And if it gets too hot, she does have the capability of sleeping right next to it as well. She's a very smart little kitty. She does tend to listen very well to what she's told. And yes, she just loves attention. When she first came in, if you're familiar with cats, you know they have a really nice sparkle to their eyes. Hers were quite dull. Since then, her eyes are sparkling quite good. She's really coming around. And as soon as I have the means and the money, we will be taking her to the vet to get her checked out, get her spayed, and get her shots so we know she's going to be okay. So, say hello to everybody, Miss Namaria. She's probably blending in with me because she has a lot of dark to her. But she's kind of a mixture of my kitty and my kitty's sister, who was a calico kitty. So, but this is a very tired little baby. But you can see she's a very small little baby. You can actually, she's starting to put on that little bit of weight already. So, But we do give her small portions of food when we feed her. She eats a little more frequently than twice a day like we feed the other kitties, but only because she's a baby and I don't want her to overeat at one time because that would not be healthy for her. So, but she's a little sweetheart, and I'm sure she will do just fine. So, other than that, what do you think? I think she's ready to go back to sleep. So, I do have several videos to catch up on, but I do look forward to watching your videos, and I do hope you have a wonderfully crafty week and a wonderfully crafty weekend. As for Miss Namaria and I, we're out of here. As for you, it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Whatever it is, I hope it's a great one. I will see you all next week, hopefully with a little more crafty to share, and we will give you an update on how the little one is faring in the household. So say goodbye, Miss Namaria. Say goodbye. Bye.